Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your full moon in Virgo eclipse reading. We're going to look into this eclipse that's happening right now on March 3rd to see what messages we have for you. What is this eclipse going to bring you? We are going to start it off with a number. Check your birth chart, Leo, to see where you have any Virgo or 6th house energy, to see how this full moon eclipse is going to directly impact you. So let's see what number this eclipse is highlighting for you, Leo, and you have 77 with I am brave. It is time to move on from old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambition. Now is a time to be bold and brave. All right, Leo. Some of you born on the 7th, it doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. But you have the affirmation of I am brave. So it looks like this Virgo full moon has a little bit of a surprise shakeup for you that will require you to be bold and brave. So it could be an opportunity or an offer that comes your way that requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Now, this is an eclipse in Virgo that's going on. Virgo rules the 6th house of your routine, your diet, things along the lines, paying attention to very small details. So I definitely do feel like for a lot of you, there could be some type of shift in your world right now, or some type of shift that could either bring in an energy that changes your daily routine or changes your routine in general, somehow, some way. Now, I feel like for a lot of you receiving 77, there could be this energy of you breaking through uncomfortable energy. Because that first sentence literally says it's time to move on from old patterns, habits, and fears. So a lot of the times that could be uncomfortable, right? Let's see, your Moonology card is full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, Leo, so put your pride to the side and do and make those bold moves and actions, because it looks like wherever you place your bravery around this time, you will get what you want. So let's see. The fact that you have a full moon coming in, very auspicious to what's going on right now, but you did get the full moon in Leo, and this is your reading, Leo. So some of you do have a Leo moon. It doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. But I feel like if you are trying to, or I wouldn't say trying to, but if your fears are trying to talk you out of something, try your best to really quiet that noise. Because it could just be your pride trying to get in the way of you being brave and bold towards something or someone, or even toward yourself. So let's see what else we got going on. Your mermaid is positivity. So this mermaid comes in to bless your energy with a positive outcome. Like I said, you have this I am brave here. And now that you have the mermaid of positivity, she comes in to say, whatever you're going to do right now, it will be and or have a positive impact on your life. So very nice mermaid to get. And you also have the mermaid of trust. So it may seem like you have to just trust your intuition around this time, or trust yourself a little bit more. But there is a really, I get like there's a win-win outcome coming your way. And with positivity and trust as your mermaids, it is going to show you this energy of just having to trust in your own self, having to trust in your own energy, trust in your own beliefs, trust in your inner knowing. Let's see what your quantum oracle is here. The fact that you have the mermaid of trust, I do feel like this eclipse could highlight trustworthy energy, or maybe highlight where you may have to break old patterns of trust issues. Especially the fact that you have this full moon in Leo with don't let your pride get in the way. Sometimes we stop ourselves from things because either A, we don't trust ourselves, or B, we don't trust other people, sometimes out of assumption. So let's see. Your quantum oracle is optimism. Wow. So you have optimism in your quantum oracle and you have positivity from your mermaid. So I really do feel like the universe is saying to you, think as positive as possible, because this actually is going to go in your favor. And you going for what you want is super favored right now, extremely favored. And you also have professional assistance with a people card, number 7. So it looks like there is somebody here to assist or help you, whether they are an advisor, a mentor, somebody who can give you knowledge and wisdom, possibly in an area of life that maybe you don't feel like you know too many things about. And the fact that this card is number 7 as well, there could be somebody that helps you break out of a comfort zone. And a lot of the time, pride will get in our way when we don't receive help or ask for help. So if you're feeling this energy and saying, you know what, I feel the need to ask, or I feel the need to research, or maybe ask somebody who really knows this stuff or knows what's going on, don't let that uncertainty or unknowing cause you to not do that. You know, sometimes when we ask for assistance or ask for help, it has this reflection moment of like, well, we don't know enough. And sometimes we can hold on to some pride if we want to feel like we do have the wisdom and we do have the knowledge, but allow help and allow assistance to come into your world around this time. Let's see what your tea leaves are for this eclipse. You have the 4-leaf clover with great good fortune. I mean, I already feel like there is some type of luck here because you have optimism and positivity. Your astral house you got from the tea leaf is wealth. Woo! Hello, the 4-leaf clover and wealth. I like that. And you also have the valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Right underneath the mermaid of trust. So it is really huge for you right now, Leo, to trust in your own energy and trust where you feel called to go, trust what you feel called to do, or trust where you feel called to receive assistance. The mermaid of positivity right underneath wealth. And you have 777 here. You have the 4-leaf clover. I say 777 because the people card is number 7 as well. It looks like this eclipse is going to boost your luck towards wealth and a positive outcome that has to do with your money. Let's see, your overall energy from the tarot is moving on with the 8 of Cups. And this is exactly probably what that full moon in Leo is giving you. So there is a release here. And you do have the 77 moving on. It literally says move on from old patterns, habits, and fears. And if any type of planetary or, I don't know, moon cycle or phase or event that's going to help you really break past things that no longer serve you, Virgo's a pretty good sign to have as your ally in this moment. So you are really moving away from what no longer serves you, whether it was disappointment, pessimism, right? The opposite of optimism here. Maybe not feeling that positive, but there is a huge energy of a release happening for you, and you're headed in the right direction, I'll tell you that. Let's see, on the 8 of Cups, where are you going? The overall energy. You are headed towards wish fulfillment, the Star. You know, I felt like you were either going to get the 9 of Cups, which is the following card from the 8 of Cups, but you actually got an even better card, the Star. So there is some type of release of insecurities, a release of habits that no longer serve you. You're moving on from something internally. You're trusting yourself more, and the Star is here to deliver not only a wish fulfillment that you want, but the Star will deliver a wish fulfillment the universe feels like you need in this moment. So this eclipse has got something real nice up its sleeve for you here, Leo. What's coming your way with the King of Wands? There you go. A boost of energy. Could be a fellow fire sign here that is around you. Underneath the full moon in Leo is very interesting because the King of Wands for me would be Leo. And what's coming your way is a boost in your own energy, as well as you may find yourself getting a lot of compliments around this time. People may just be like, wow, Leo, you look good, or what have you been doing? King of Wands gets compliments for sure. Your influence is the Ace of Swords. So you are successfully overcoming something internally, emotionally, mentally. There is a shift that is bringing you luck. The Ace of Swords and your influence, going for what you want. You know, aces don't always have to be what's coming your way, right? The Ace of Swords and your influence would be you wielding this sword. So there is victory for you to have. If you see the imagery in this card, there's a crown on top of the Ace of Swords with the laurel leaves coming down, which is an ancient way of symbolizing victory. Okay, your unexpected energy is the Ten of Cups, emotional completion, emotional happiness, happiness that has to even do with others. So there could be some family happiness that's coming around right now, some good news for family dynamics. There could also be this super emotional, fulfilling moment. Your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, Leo, what a reading you're getting. The Wheel of Fortune is in your advice. Luck. Believing in your own good luck as well. And your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, can this reading get any better? Can this reading get any better? Not that I'm waiting for a card that isn't that great, but it looks really nice. New opportunities, new people. With the Ace of Pentacles as your outcome. And you also have wealth as the astral house. Astral houses don't come out often in the tea leaf. You're coming into a new path of money or more money. You moving on from things that do not longer serve you and going towards what you want and free willingly doing so with that Ace of Swords in your position. It's going to create a cycle of luck that has to do with wealth and money. It could also have to do with commitment as well. There could be something around commitment where there's committal offers here. You know, you do have the King of Wands. So you may have somebody who is very attractive around you. There could be movement with this individual. If this is not you, let's clarify. All right, on the King of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of new information coming your way, a lot of realizations, new communication, new conversations, something that finally takes off after you've had a lot of patience with it. Knight of Pentacles could definitely be a path of trying to grow wealth, but there is some type of luck with money for sure. And now you have double Ace of Swords here. So what's coming your way is victory. If you reach out to someone around this time to receive something, like this type of energy gives me, it's a really good time to like apply for jobs, or it's a really good time to like enter a contest, like those types of things. The luck is here, and it's in your advice position, which I find really interesting. It's almost like your advice is to do something with this lucky energy. And that's why I read the way that I read, because, you know, I can give you predictions all the time, but if I teach you how to work with the energy that's being presented to you, you don't only get a prediction, but you actually get a, I guess, awareness of what is happening energetically for you to take advantage of. So if you're watching this reading, congratulations, because a lot of the times energy comes out like this in a window of opportunity. Not that I'm sitting here saying, you got to watch every reading. No, but when the Wheel of Fortune comes out in your advice, that gives such a strong indication to use the energy that is available for you right now in your favor. And sometimes I'll see readings where it's like, this is not the energy to work with. But this right here, this reading, this is an energy to work with to an immensely large amount. On the Ace of Swords and your influence, there's really something big about communication. I would pay attention to that. Five of Wands, Hanged Man, beautiful. To the Four of Swords. Look at you, Leo. So without the Four of Swords here, Five of Wands to the Hanged Man. This is chaos inside of you. These are those bad habits. These are those fears talking you out of doing things. These are those old patterns that the Hanged Man has just been trying to break. But when the Hanged Man comes through, that shows me that you are ready to shift free willingly, right? Your influence is always going to give me a free will position. The Hanged Man for me is my cue card of free will. So you are doing and creating a shift inside of you where Four of Swords, you are no longer acting and or feeding the fears. Like there's a card in one of the ending oracles that I have, and it's called the Dragon's Duel. And I'm sure you've heard this quote before. The dragon you feed is going to be the one that wins. So are you feeding the negative or are you feeding the positive? And it looks like there's a big shift for you where you are no longer feeding the negative, and it's going to create a shift for you. In this season, it seems like as well. And I mean by in this season as saying Pisces season, because you have the Hanged Man, that's Pisces card. Oh my gosh. Yes. That makes so much sense. Because if this is for March 3rd, Pisces season lasts till about the 20th. And then 6 days later, we have another eclipse. So the transitional moment from this eclipse to the next one, you're having huge breakthroughs that are shifting things really big. So let's see, Leo, on the 10 of Cups in your unexpected position, which shows some type of very strong fulfillment of happiness. Could have to do with some family stuff. Queen of Swords, King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Damn, you have another ace. So what's unexpected, you may find that people are unexpectedly getting along, or you may be finding yourself in a position where all of a sudden you're interested in doing things that you may have tried to talk yourself out of in the past. And Ace of Wands here, once again, could be a spark of passion or good news. And you already have the Ace of Swords of what's coming your way. So now in your unexpected position, you have another Ace of Wands and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So almost all elements of Ace has come through here for you. So when that happens for me, that's actually another clue as a reader for me, is that when all elements stabilize themselves in aces, the time is ripe. The energy is good to work with. So there is some type of unexpected communication here. There is some type of unexpected passion or spark or opening up to some type of new path here. And you know, when you get good fortune or you move into a luck phase, Ace of Wands, that is exciting. So this eclipse has a lot of exciting energy here for you, Leo. On the Wheel of Fortune, which I'm very interested to see what clarifies that. Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Page of Pentacles is my luck card. You know, I wouldn't tell you. I mean, I did get that download. It's a good time to enter a contest. It is a good time to enter a contest. Anything that has to do with where you could potentially win money, I would say it could be a good time for it. Or receive a role that gives you money, right? A good time to apply for jobs right now, for sure. It's a good time to ask for a promotion or a raise. It's a good time to boost your energy, for sure. Ace of Pentacles now in your outcome with the Three of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the King of Wands again. Wow. So we did see that as well with this King of Wands that came out here. There definitely could be some sort of spark being sparked between you and another person. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles would be my indication of you physically getting together with somebody. And you know, your love weekly for this week was about somebody making a move. So Leo, there definitely could be a move made with love around this time. The Lovers, in terms of not being towards your love life, could just be a highlight of a decision to be made, right? Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, you'd obviously have to say yes to a physical gathering that you attend, or say yes to a physical offer that requires your like in-person energy. But I feel like you're really stepping out of your comfort zone here, and you're getting rewarded for it times 1, 2, 3, 4. You are getting rewarded for stepping out of your comfort zone, Leo. And there is some type of like interconnection to areas of your life when doing so. And I see you getting a lot of compliments, and I see people recognizing you in a new way. But this is a really nice reading. This Virgo eclipse has something really good for you here. It's definitely bringing you some type of luck. I pay attention to coin symbolism. Like you may see coins or find coins. 4-leaf clover symbolism. And I'm getting like the leaves. Like leaf crowns. Doesn't have to be the laurel leaf crowns, you know. They have flower crowns, stuff like that. But I'm getting like crowns. So let's see. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you do have Pisces, Aquarius, and Gemini, as well as Sagittarius and Leo. Man, this looks really nice for you. This looks really nice for you. Now, one more thing before I get out your ending oracle. You have the Ace of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not going to count this Ace of Swords because it's in your influence. But you have 3 aces externally to you. So there could be a lot going on. There could be a couple different reach outs that happen. There could be a couple different opportunities or offers that are presented to you around this time. And it may not be from the same situation or person. But the wealth looks great. If this was a money reading, oh my gosh. It'd be really nice. And you have this people card of professional assistance. So if you are uncertain about something that has to do with your wealth, that has to do with your money or your investments or this or that or whatever the case may be, now's the time to reap that knowledge and wisdom from somebody, because you could find that this actually helps you receive more wealth or feel more stable with your money. So let's see what your ending oracle is. We're going to get it from the Moonology Manifestation deck. And you have first quarter moon in Aquarius with Trust the Universe. And you have the Mermaid of Trust. Wow. Okay. Aquarius is already in your spread, but I'll bring it up one more time if you have Aquarius in your chart or around you. Here we go. I'm sorry, first quarter moon in Aquarius. Why did I go to the last quarter? It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but don't get manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared that they won't come true, but that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe and then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or have had issues with money or sex. Avoid trying too hard to influence. If you're stuck or if you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people can behave recklessly. When this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. It's time for you to take the leap and trust in what the universe has for you. And be brave. Your best time to work this magic is when the moon is in Aquarius or on Saturday, Saturn's day, which is actually really interesting because Saturday of this week is actually the 7th. So, work your magic on that day as well. But that's so very interesting that you have this first quarter moon in Aquarius. And that's even more interesting that it's said about somebody being too rigid in their ways. Boom. Don't let pride get in the way. So that's what I have here for you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. And I do want to have a moment here. I don't think it was the last reading. Maybe it was the reading before that. The one where I commented that this reading got me emotional. And at the end, I was all like getting all choked up over just like saying to you guys to just live or whatever the case may be. I have to tell y'all, I know maybe some of you just commented on the reading and never went back to there. I did pin a comment there, but over 100 comments of you guys sharing your stories or just connecting with what I was saying there. I was just like speechless. It was just like an overwhelming sense of just love and comfort and support. I am just so grateful for each and every one of you in this community, and your comments don't only help me, but it's just so cool to watch like your guys' comments like help each other and stuff like that. Like it's just, I don't know where in whatever lifetime I did to get here to this point of whatever, but it is just absolutely beautiful to see this community come together and on a reading that I got emotional in and you guys giving me your support. It was just like, it felt like a hug, you know? I just felt like I was being hugged by all of you guys, and it just was great. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you who commented on that reading that I got a little emotional towards. It's just such a beautiful thing. I don't even really have words for the feeling that it made me feel, but I just felt the need to mention that because over 100 of you guys left comments on that reading, and it was just reading them all, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. But anyways, I love everybody. Thank you for being here and for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. I'm so sorry that this reading was a little bit delayed, but you know, what is a Virgo eclipse if it doesn't mess with my routine a little bit, right? So that's what I have here for you, Leo. Thank you for being here, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. I'll talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.